and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Millie. If you are not new here, it is so good to have you back. Now, it's not often that I will actually start a vlog in the evening, but I had all intentions to start this vlog earlier today, and then I had a bit of an accident and I ended up not trying to sound dramatic, but I basically cut my head open. Not bad enough that it needs stitches or anything like that, but there was a lot of blood. Basically what happened is I went to go stand up on a chair and I slammed my head into an open cupboard door and my head cut open and started bleeding. So it obviously is not that deep of a cut, otherwise I would have had to go to hospital, but there was a moment where I panicked, and the actual hitting of the head was not that painful, but obviously instinctively afterwards I like put my hand on my head like this, and my hand was just absolutely covered in blood, and then I saw the blood on this hand and put this hand up there, and I just had two hands like covered in blood. So love that for me. I was very panicked. I will not insert a photo of the cut because it's kind of gross and I'm sure you guys don't want to see that, but yeah, that's kind of where my afternoon was, and I was panicking thinking that I was gonna have to go to the hospital and get stitches, which I would be terrified of getting stitches. I don't think I've ever had stitches before. I've never had stitches for like a cut or anything like that. I obviously have had stitches for my surgery that I had on my stomach, and I don't know if I've ever spoken about this on the vlogs before, but I also had a rhinoplasty 7 years ago, maybe 6-7 years ago. So I obviously had stitches for that, but I was unconscious for both of those, so I didn't really want to go to the hospital and have to have stitches. Oh, actually, I have had to have paper stitches one time. Basically, when I was younger, like a lot younger, I accidentally had a pole thrown at my head, and I ended up splitting, I can't even remember which eyebrow it is, one of my eyebrows open, which is why one of my eyebrows, I don't know how well you can see, I actually have a little scar, which always used to embarrass me, because remember when it was like cool, and it was, I say cool, it was chavvy, and it was a trend to like put slits in your eyebrows, and I always used to think, oh god, people are gonna think that I am doing that trend, but actually I just have a scar. There are no hair grows in that patch anymore. But anyway, that's my little tangent done. I thought I was gonna have to go to the hospital and that I was gonna have to get stitches in my head, and then I was thinking, oh my god, they're gonna have to shave my hair so they can get to the cut, but can confirm, did not have to get stitches. I was being a massive hypochondriac and way overthinking the situation, because it really wasn't that bad. It's just a little cut, but it was just kind of hard to see because it's like right at the top back of my head here, so I couldn't really properly see it only with the camera, so I couldn't really tell how deep it was or anything. So that is why we are starting this vlog so much later than I usually do. It's actually just me here by myself this evening. Stephen has gone out with some friends, which is actually kind of great, because I don't know if you can tell, but I am really unwell at the minute. I have a cold flu type thing going on, which developed like 2 days ago, and I really thought it would go away, and it hasn't. It's gotten worse, so I love that for me. So I really don't have any plans this evening, so I want to give this apartment like a huge deep clean, like a big one, because I just feel like there's nothing better waking up to like a nice fresh apartment. So that is what I want to do. I'm also on like my 5th cup of tea of the day, because obviously I'm sick and it's cold and it's making me feel better. First things first, I need some music for the cleaning, and Justin Bieber has obviously just released a new album. Again, I don't think I've ever spoke about this here on the vlog before, but I am a Justin Bieber stan. I was an OG Kid Rule believer way back when. I just freaking love Justin Bieber, and I usually love all of his music. I have no idea what to expect from this album, but fingers crossed it is going to be good. I've actually seen Justin Bieber live like three or four times, I think 3 times, and I was due to go to the Australian tour, which was meant to be in like 2022 or something, which is the tour that he cancelled because he was not well enough to go on tour. But I've seen him 3 times, twice by myself. That's how much of a stan I am. finished making myself some dinner. I've got some potatoes, some honey soy chicken, and then some cucumber as well. I actually just use the kebabs and I just pull the chicken off just so it's easier. But yeah, nice, healthy, nutritious meal. So now that marathon prep is underway, now that marathon prep is finished, I'm going on a calorie deficit again, and I've actually never been excited before about calorie deficit, but I'm just looking forward to feeling really good and confident in my body again. And for so long now, I've been eating like a lot of food. So it has been a bit of an adjustment. I have started this maybe 3 or 4 days ago now. So I am going to be on a strict-ish calorie deficit for the next 8 weeks or so, which is when I next go on holiday. So gonna be interesting to see like the contrast of what I was eating before. To be honest, before I was pretty much letting myself eat like whatever I wanted, but I will put the macros on the screen for this meal, so you're gonna be seeing a lot more healthy meals. But I think I am going to close off the video for tonight, and because basically I'm gonna eat my dinner and watch some TV and then go to bed. So that's pretty much it. So I will check in the morning. I have not done very much today. I obviously went to that Pilates class this morning, and to be honest, I probably shouldn't have gone. Like, I'm really unwell. I have such a bad cold, flu, everything, but basically by the time I sort of have decided that, oh, I probably am too unwell to go, it was past the time that I could cancel without having to pay a fee. So I obviously didn't want to pay a fee, so I ended up just going to the class. And then I decided to go into the sauna thinking that maybe I can try and sweat out some of this illness. But I'm still feeling pretty rubbish. And to be honest with you, I would love to just sit in the house and do absolutely nothing all day and just watch TV and be a slob. I actually really want to watch UK Love Island this year. To be honest, I never bother watching them because it's just annoying to try and find somewhere where you can watch it in Australia, but also it usually takes up so much time, and I feel like sometimes it isn't actually that good. But this season looks like it's really good, so I feel like I actually might watch it maybe tomorrow if I'm going to spend tomorrow doing nothing. But today, the reason why I am getting dressed and getting ready to leave the house is because Alice is moving to Perth. So today is her leaving drinks thing. So, I mean, I'm not going to drink. To be honest, I'm really just like showing my face and then I'll go home, which is kind of annoying because it's all the way in Manly, which it takes me like an hour to get all the way over to Manly. But and it's nice up there, so yeah, I don't know. But I'm going to be dressed very casual. I think all of the other girls are wearing like heeled boots and stuff, but I'm going in a very casual outfit. I've got this white top, jeans, and then I'm just putting my trainers on at the minute. But oh my goodness, guys, I'm not well. It's been a while. I don't know why I'm standing like this. I'm going to crouch down now. It has been a while since I have felt this unwell, and I actually think it's going to be warm outside. So initially I was thinking I was going to wear a big coat, but Imogen said it's really warm, and I think I'll be too hot in that, so I'm just going to wear a cardigan and hope that it actually is that warm outside, because like this morning when I went to the gym, it was obviously super early, so it's hard to determine what temperature it actually is going to be. But I need to leave shortly so I can meet Imogen. We're going to get the ferry, like I'll meet her in the city and then we'll get the ferry over together to, why can't I think of the name? Manly. Also, I'm wearing concealer for the first time. I don't know if I look any different I'm wearing concealer for the first time in ages because I usually don't put it on because I don't know how to do it very well, but I had such a bad night's sleep last night that I felt like I needed, like I could 100% just lay down on this sofa and go to sleep like right now. Also, I washed my hair this morning and I think my head is doing okay. It's like a bit sore still to the touch, but I was a little bit nervous about like washing my hair with shampoo and stuff because I didn't want it to get infected. But Stephen was looking at it earlier and he seems to think that like most of the cut, like the cut has actually like closed up now. So hopefully that does not get infected. And then in which case I just need this flu, whatever you want to call this, to go away. But let's go and have, I'm not even going to have a drink, I don't think, because I do not want to feel any worse than this. And like I said yesterday, I'm trying to count my macros at the minute, so I don't really see the point in just having like 1 drink or 2 drinks. I probably would have, to be honest, if I wasn't feeling rubbish, but because I'm feeling rubbish, I don't want to prolong this any longer than it needs to be prolonged. I just got home. Guys, it feels like it should be like freaking 2 in the morning. That's how tired I am right now, and it's like 6 p.m. I actually managed to stay out longer than I thought I would. I literally thought I'd go there. Gosh, I'm dropping everything. I literally thought I would go there and be there for like an hour and then want to come home, but I very much not like me, and I know I've said this a few times recently on the vlogs, and then I've done this thing, but I ended up getting a coffee because I got the bus into the city. And about 2 stops into the bus, I was thinking, oh my gosh, if I close my eyes, I'm gonna fall asleep. Like I was just feeling so bad. So when I got to Circular Quay, I got a coffee, and then Imogen and we jumped on the ferry together over to Manly. So we actually went to a place that I've never been to before, which I think it's called like Manly Wharf or Felon Bar or something like this. And I would love to actually go back there on a date night where I'm actually feeling good and I'm having a drink and stuff, because I feel like it felt like a perfect date night location. And then on the ferry back home, the sea was obviously pretty rough because, you know, when you go down something really steep, like on a roller coaster, and your belly like rises up, it felt like that. So anyway, I'm very happy that I am back home now. As you can probably hear, I'm still like very nasally, and my nose like underneath here, because I've been wiping it so much, my nose literally feels raw. So I have no plans now for the rest of the evening. We actually ended up eating that. So I ended up having a pizza, which was not something that I had planned to do. To be honest, I actually didn't even realize that we were eating there. Like I thought that they were just like having a night out, but then I didn't want to be the only person to like not be sat there, like to be sat there, sorry, without any food. So, and we actually also don't have any dinner in the house. So I just ended up eating some dinner there, which does not fit into my macros for the day, but that is what it is. Life is all about balance, and you can't be super strict all the time. So that's pretty much where my evening ended up going. Hello. I wish I was here with the whole day of the vlog, but I'm not. It's 10 to 5 in the evening. And I have kind of been productive, kind of not been productive today. I went out this morning, got my 10k steps done. Kira and I went for a little walk around the park, and then to be honest, after that I went and had some lunch. I literally had a roast chicken sandwich to try and beef up my protein for today, and then I've been watching The Walking Dead pretty much all afternoon, and I actually was just editing the start of this vlog, so I'm going to apologise to you guys because all I've done is tell you how sick I am. I honestly just feel like these last few days have just like not been the vibe. They really haven't been the vibe, so I do apologise for that, because I usually like my videos to be full of me doing fun things, but unfortunately this is just the reality of my life right now. Ooh, you know what, when I brush over like that, my head is still quite sore. But yeah, this is just the reality of my life, and it was either film what I filmed or not get a video up. So I decided just to keep filming because these videos are pretty much filmed and then I upload them straight away. And I am actually just putting my hair up. We are going out for dinner this evening with Rob and Jam. We're going for a roast dinner, which I'm so excited for, because what better than when it's freezing cold to have a nice roast dinner. But my skin has been so bad. Let me see if I can show you. Like, I just have all of these little marks. I had a ginormous spot here that I picked a few days ago, but I just have like not been loving my skin recently. I feel like it's been so dry, and I just don't know why. So I'm going to do a face mask. I've got this little watermelon one that I got as part of my
Secret Santa present from Christmas in July. So how do I use this? Cleanse your face and pat dry. Remove the sheet and unfold. Put on for 20 minutes. And you know what? I'm going to treat myself today and put a little bit more effort in, and I'm going to use my LMS Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm, which I actually love, to be honest. This is really good. It is expensive though, and I don't use it all the time because usually I'm just too lazy. Also, what the hell has happened? This thing that is usually stuck to the lid has like come off. If you have never used this before, it is something that I feel like you should try. Even just get a tester of it, because obviously, like I said, it is expensive, but it just feels so nice. It literally like glides over your face, which has been so good and feels so nice. One thing I've been trying to do when I have a shower recently, and I don't know if this actually works, but what's it called? Like lymphatic drainage, basically. You know, when people see videos on TikTok and it's the girls like, you know, they're rubbing their faces like that. I've been trying to do that because I want to see if it actually makes any difference. So I've seen somebody says like, oh, like, you know, the same amount of time is going to pass if you do or don't do it, so you might as well just do it. So whenever I am in the shower and I cleanse my face in the shower, that's what I have been doing. So after I have this face mask taken off, I'm going to jump in the shower and then get myself ready for dinner. Also, in sad news, I'm on the final season, guys, of Walking Dead. I've just finished season 10, so I'm starting season 11. Which probably, to be honest, will be started tomorrow now, because by the time I'm done with my face mask and everything and gotten ready, we'll be going straight out to dinner. We are going to Pocket, which is a restaurant down in Bondi, which I don't think has been open that long, but they started doing roast dinners there now, so we're going to go get ourselves a roast dinner, which I am really, 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 really looking forward to, if you couldn't tell. It seems like online people have been having mixed opinions on Justin Bieber's new album. And I've got to say, to be honest, I had no expectations of as to what I thought it would be. I did think, you know, he is much older now than when he was putting out the songs that he hasn't really released music in quite a lot of years now. So there are a few songs on that I really like. I love the song Daisies, and I also like the song Yukon, and I like, what's the other one called? Devotion. I still haven't listened to the album that many times, but I have been listening to those songs, particularly Daisies, just like on repeat. Ooh, this smells really synthetic. You know those watermelon sweets, like the fizzy ones? Oh, why is the mouth hole so small? I'm gonna rip that. There we go. Those sort of fizzy watermelon sweets, by the way, they're also like one of my favorite sweets ever. All of the holes in this are so small, even the eye holes are small. What the hell? Yeah, those little fizzy watermelon sweets are literally like one of my favorite sweets ever. I like those, and I like the pink and blue fizzy cola bottles. I feel like this maybe is designed for kids, because also why are the eye holes so small too? Anyway, that's on. I'm gonna stick a timer on, and then 15-20 minutes, have a shower, get myself ready, and we'll go for a roast.